Hey, Adam here with a simple and fast review of the Efekol brand mini electric screwdriver set. We're going to open it up, show you all the parts and pieces, test it out, and of course let you know whether or not it's worth buying. Okay, so as we get this out of the box, you'll have to kind of forgive me because there's just so much. There's 70 and one here, and there's just a lot to go over. So before we get too deep, this is a magnetizer and demagnetizer. Hopefully you can read that. Obviously you got your USB-C charger, your instruction manual, magnetic mat. So if you're going to be doing any kind of work here on small items, it's always nice to have that. So now, I don't know if you're able to see in this or not, but it's kind of like spring loaded. So as you can tell, it kind of clicks and then pops out. So now the cool thing here is I can charge this bad boy just as is. I don't have to hold this out in order to charge up the screwdriver base. And we'll go into this, but obviously that's where it gets charged. There's some tweezers here. And I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but as you can tell, it is a variety of Phillips head and flat screwdrivers. Now they're labeled, so hopefully you can kind of see kind of the small little labels. Now there's stars, there's all kinds of different varieties because again, there's so much to it. And you can see the kind of differences here. But there's 70 different sizes. So that is, first of all, pretty awesome. Now let's talk about how to get these things out. So let's just say I want to get one of these out. It's all magnetic, so it kind of just pops right back into place. Each one is, again, magnet and available like that. So let's talk about this. Just press this button, turn it on, get some light. We'll have two different directions. So let's pop one of these in just so you can get a feel for it. And again, magnetic, easy in, easy out. So there are two different directions. I'm hoping you can see this. So this is going to turn it this way, away from me. And it'll kind of roll that way. And then I'm going to press this other one and it's going to roll that way. So you can get a feel for that. And again, if I need light in a space, I'm just going to kind of turn that on. Now, you're also kind of seeing, hopefully, zoom in. You'll see some power levels here. There's a battery up top, and it just does have a screw. And it's kind of showing as I go in, what it's doing. So you can see it's kind of moving in and moving out. So it gives you an idea of which one's doing which as well. All right, so the next thing I want to show is just kind of a general plan on, I jumped into it, I didn't want to. So at the bottom, you'll see a number. And so if you hold the light down for a second, you'll get into the numbers and you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you keep pressing that light button, it'll cycle between 1 and 5. Now 1 is going to be your softest, slowest, kind of very slow turning. Now if I hold it down and then get it to 5, we're going to be much faster moving. So just an idea. So if you're working with different things, again, depending on how quickly we want this thing moving, it's going to be a factor in that. So again, make sure that you're working with the right sizes, the different things. Now there's so many pieces, so you can kind of get lost at times trying to figure out what's the best piece for my screw and stuff like that. So sometimes you'll just have to kind of test and figure out, like, all right, that doesn't work, so I'm going to put it back in and find something else. Now I do wish it was labeled, but unfortunately it's not. So it's going to be kind of a guesswork of the exact sizes that you need to find sometimes. But for the most part, should be kind of easy to kind of identify, like, hey, this is one that's going to fit for this. It is going to work in there. And again, I'll have my magnetic mat if I'm going to be working with stuff and I want to kind of get stuff charged up or magnetized, whatever. Simply put it on that mat and keep it in line, and it'll also help you with measurements on size, all that stuff. So if you're working with kind of computer parts or anything like that, eyeglass parts, phone parts, stuff like that, can be helpful. So hopefully this review helps. This thing's awesome. Most importantly, it's pretty portable. That's what I kind of like most about it, is that it's pretty tiny, and therefore it can fit in a car or wherever you're going to be working. Oops. And it's very good looking. So hopefully this review helps. Again, this can go in with it if you really kind of force it. Not necessarily needed, but I would just keep it on top personally, but just as an option. And then again, if you need a spot, just pull the tweezers out, grab whatever you need. Makes it a lot easier. Now this is magnetized in here, so be aware of that as well. So hopefully this review helps, and totally worth buying. Thanks for watching.